Did you know that Winston Churchill called prohibition an affront on the whole human history? I only bring it up because prohibition started around January of 1920, which means it's just over 100 years that that affront on humanity started. And we're celebrating that we don't have prohibition anymore. And I have a great recommendation for you to celebrate that. So if you're looking for a great American porter and one that will surely make you look like a connoisseur, then join me on this tasting. My name is Eddie, and I have tasted and sampled many beers from all over the world, and it is my passion to help you find that perfect beer you're looking for. Whether you're looking to try something new or there is something very specific that you're looking for to pair with your food, I got your back. Welcome back, beer lovers. Thank you for spending the next few minutes with me. As I said in the intro, my name is Eddie, and on this channel, I taste and review all kinds of beers and give you my most honest opinion about them, as well as some ideas to pair them with your food, just like the one you're about to watch. So if you're new here, consider subscribing and hitting that bell icon down there so you're notified every time I release a new beer review video. And if you like the video, give me that thumbs up, let me know how I'm doing. Now, what did I say? I have a great American porter. Now, check this out. This one is from our friends at Duclaw up in Baltimore. Sweet Baby Jesus Chocolate Peanut Butter Porter. Now, I am one of those people that I am a fiend for peanut butter. So, this is I'm just partial to that taste. I'm the kind of guy that would actually just scoop the peanut butter right out of the jar and eat it like that. So just take that into account when you're watching this review. And check it out. I'm pouring it in my Nonic pint, right? Which is the glass I recommend that you have when you're pouring yourself this beer or a lot of these kind of English style or robust porter styles. And remember that having the right glass for the beer that you're tasting is always a great piece of becoming a beer connoisseur. So if you want to get your own set of Beer Connoisseur TV glasses, check out the description below, look at the store, look at the merchandise, and see how you can get your hands on a set of your own. Now, where do we always start, my friend? Appearance, right? And you remember the 3 C's of appearance, right? Color, clarity, and carbonation. Now the color, it's a very, very, very dark brown. Yes, it's almost black how dark it is. As far as clarity is very clear. Yeah, you definitely no sediments in this baby here. And as far as carbonation, it's hard to see, but I do see some medium action, I would call it, some slow and some medium action rising bubbles there. So yeah, and look at the head of foam. That's also part of the appearance that we like to enjoy, right? Nice cream color head. It's lost about half of what it had already built up there. So you have about just a little bit under a finger there, but it was all the way past the bulb of the glass there, so you saw that. So nice, decent head, and it's kind of like retaining it somewhat decently. So now, the aromas, correct? Oh yes, there it is. It's like you open a jar of peanut butter. Yes, the peanut butter, it's comes first, and nicely accompanied by coffee. Kind of like that espresso, roasted coffee. Maybe a milk chocolate. And maybe like brown sugary. Oh yes. All kinds of things that just beg for me to dig in here. But that's basically the aromas I'm picking up there. So Let me taste it and let you know how that goes. Oh yes. Actually, very, very nice, balanced taste there. The peanut butter is not overpowering, so even if you don't like peanut butter, consider tasting this great American porter, because what I felt was first on the tip of the tongue was kind of like bitter, but from that maybe like that roasted malt, roasted coffee kind of like bite just at the beginning of the taste, and then towards the middle of the palate, I actually had a nice coating of kind of like chocolate, that caramel malt sweetness, malty sweetness there, that was kind of like very, very even. Nothing, I wouldn't call one taste, one flavor stronger than the others. And it just finished dry and slightly, bitter again. Maybe even a little smoky, with just a hint of smoky, not like other, porters and stouts that we may try sometimes. This one is pretty well balanced, I would say. That's very interesting. And that is an important piece that comes for what I'm bringing you next, which is the part that you come to me, the part that makes you a connoisseur, right? The food pairings. Now, porters with the big, kind of like more robust flavors and even the aromas, we like to recommend certain foods that are kind of like with meats and smoked meats and grilled meats and things that have strong flavors that could really, stand up to the beer. And today we're going to go along those lines. So it's very nice because you would think, well, chocolate peanut butter porter, that may only be go well with dessert, right? Well, like I said, the peanut butter is not that overpowering, so there are still a few things that you can pair this great American porter with. So number one, a roast beef sandwich. Yes, especially if the bread, it's kind of like also grilled with a little bit of butter on top. Yes, that's going to make a great roast beef sandwich that you're going to be able to enjoy with this beer, because again, it has kind of like that smoky characteristic. Now, a great pairing that I'm sure will go great is a Thai peanut chicken. So, Thai dishes that have kind of like those rich curries. Yes, a Thai peanut-based curry chicken. Oh yes, trust me, that will go great with this beer. And kind of staying with the Asian theme here, a Korean barbecue pork. Korean barbecue pork, yes, that's going to pair really nicely and it's going to go great with this beer. And as far as a cheese pairing, I have here a Gruyere that I recommend. This is going to go great with this beer. And check this out. This is a smoked Gruyere. Actually, it's a hickory smoked Gruyere. So I'm going to go try this right here and let you know how that goes.
I got this passion, and it's burning deep inside of me. And this time, no.
Oh, yes. I think that's a winning pairing. The Gruyere is very creamy. It's a very creamy cheese, right? So the beer has enough, the carbonation is important there. So it has enough carbonation. I won't lie, a little bit more carbonation would be even better. But it has enough carbonation to cleanse that palate, and the Gruyere with the beer, it kind of changes the character of the beer a little bit. I don't know, it brings out a lot more of that malty sweetness, and it almost takes away the whole bitter part of the beer. So it's very, very enjoyable, very nice pairing there. So I think that's a winning combination. Go ahead and check it out, try it. Now, you can always trust me to leave you a nice recommendation as far as a dessert pairing. And today is no different, especially with a great beer like this, which kind of begs to be paired with dessert also. So go down there, open the description below, and check out my recommendation, my gift to you. Now, that concludes today's lesson, but not before I ask you, have you had Sweet Baby Jesus chocolate peanut butter porter before? What's your impression of it? What's your opinion? Have you paired with anything? Please leave me some comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say about this great beer. Now, I hope I have helped you increase your beer knowledge as we all continue on this journey of becoming beer connoisseurs. And I hope you will tune in the next episode when I release another great beer review video, and until then, enjoy!